we are here in the Bahamas.
We are going to make it right.
If you became a millionaire, would you keep working? You know?
Great job, brother. It was fun to meet you.
What's going on right now is California's trying to figure out.
Don't eat.
Something got popped in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. No channel works harder to keep you in the know about crypto. And today, which way will Bitcoin go? As Jerome Powell and his big ego will speak. That was not a rap, that was a poem. Guys, we're going to be talking about Jerome Powell today. He's live on the show, basically. He's going to be making some comments. And, man, Bitcoin is pumping right now, actually. I took a short. I closed a position and took a short, not on my personal trade, not on the channel trading. And, yeah, that was a bad idea. But you know what? I was going to take a chance. Sometimes you see the volatility right around this. Apparently, the news must be in. He's going to say something bullish, which is why we got a total reversal here in the last couple minutes. So we're going to be talking about that. Where is my trade? Let's see. Where is my trade? Count equity. What? Where is my trade at? Let's see here. Did my trade get closed? Did I set a stop loss and it got hit? I think I did. I think that's what happened. Let me go to the history here and check that out, see what's going on with my trade. Wow, man, that really sucks because I thought I was still in this, but I think I set a stop loss and profit, and that was really stupid on this account. You can't ever really have too many problems with taking a win. I mean, we made 0.7 in this trade here, as you guys can see. This is a brand new account. And by brand new account, this is our corporate account. So there's been no trading on this account. Personally, I've been doing a lot of trading lately, but we're going to try to turn $10,000 into $100,000. We're going to see if we can do it. And we're going to try to turn it into $1 million. And we're going to try to turn it into $1 billion. So we did have yesterday, we took that trade we told you about. We made 0.7, which was I think it was about, let's see, we had 4.316. It was about an 18% gain, somewhere thereabouts. But man, I wish we were still in that long right now. We closed the long at, I set a stop at 22,938, it looks like. So there you go. All right, well, it was a positive trade, though. You know, that's what happens when you use your indicators and you get them together. Right now, we're seeing some volatility based on this news that came out about Jerome Powell. Did you know he was speaking today?
Yes.
Like, when did you know? Like, yesterday you knew he was speaking today?
Yes.
I did not know he was speaking today. I was totally unaware, though. False alarm, no pump is just lunchtime fake out. No, you're wrong, actually. We're seeing a lot of volatility due to what's happening with Jerome Powell here. So, and guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It's the number one thing you can do as a member of the BitSquad. And if you want to become a member of the BitSquad, all you got to do is come here to BitBoy Crypto and make sure to hit subscribe. Don't forget to check out our other great channels, Frankie Candles, BitLab Academy, Hit Network. This is 24/7 crypto on this channel. You can catch that out. Around the Blockchain, of course, Blockchain Basement. Don't forget to subscribe to my old son's channel where him and I play a lot of Madden over there. All Madden sports, especially if you got some kids. He's 11, and I trash talk him the entire time. So if you want to see me trash talk a child, that would be what to do. And like I said, smash the like button. If you're watching on a mobile, exit out of the live chat, hit the like, come back in. If you're watching on a smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, more actions, more options. Hit react, and then like this video. Okay, and guys, I did have something very interesting happen yesterday on Twitter. If you guys check out twitter.com, yesterday I did, whoa, what about this, though? What about this? What about this 300 bench? What about that? Get that. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch it. That's 300 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm right at about 200 right now. So last time I did 300 pounds, a couple years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, I was at about 240 pounds, maybe 250. So there we go. That's not what I want to show you, though. I did want to show you that. Guys, it's official, pretty much. The community is in agreement. David Schwartz, this man right here, he has good hair. This is what the community says. We will abide by the poll results. And also, David Schwartz himself said that he would abide by the poll results. Where is it? Let's see. Where is it? Wendy O said something. That's not where it was. I think it was under his picture or something. Let's see if it was under the picture. Somewhere, David Schwartz actually commented and said, who is that? Is that him?
I don't know.
Good hair days. Wow. Somebody made the funniest comment about this, and I can't remember what it was. Who do they say he looked like? I'm going to have to scroll through these comments. Here it is. David Schwartz. He will abide by the results of this poll. So, guys, he has good hair. It's been officially decided. Way more votes on Twitter than YouTube. Average them together. It's great hair. And let's see. Somebody made a comment on this. It was the funniest comment about his hair I'd ever seen. Let's see. Dude is rocking the Ben Franklin. That's a deep throwback. David Schwartz is rocking the Ben Mother Chuckin' Franklin. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, when I saw it and I thought about it, I said, man, this is on a whole other level. I mean, look at that hair. Look at that hair. Oh, here it is right here. The only difference is David Schwartz got some poking out, some little hairs poking out here. But man, that is really incredible. Benjamin Franklin, my favorite president. Your favorite president too, probably. Thanks, guys. Okay. Don't forget, if you guys want to check out our Valentine's Day merch, go to hitmerch.com. We got some cool Valentine's Day merch for you guys that have girlfriends, which is probably like 6 of you. Don't forget to check out Catching Up to Crypto. We don't have to show the book tour anymore. We still got Philadelphia and New York. We need to decide on an Atlanta date.
Okay.
For 100%. We need to do that today. If you're watching, you're in Atlanta, I don't think we're doing it on the day that it says we're doing it. I think we're going to make it the last stop. Crypto is coming in 22,470, 546 exchanges. Guys, y'all know that I know Benjamin Franklin was not a president, right? That's a meme. That's a joke, guys. Don't call me low IQ. I'm going to have a card-carrying Mensa card here soon. A member's Mensa card I'm going to be showing on the channel when y'all call me low IQ. 1.066 trillion in market cap, 50 billion in volume. I'm surprised it went a little bit higher. Bitcoin dominance at 41.4%. ETH dominance at 18.7%. ETH gas at 43 Gwei, also known as 21.5 Paraguays. We got Bitcoin coming in right now at 22,978. Let's see what it is on BitGet right now. 22,960. I'm expecting a pump in the next 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I am expecting a pump. The price has gone down. I may check out the charts here in just a minute, maybe get a new entry, because I do think after Jerome Powell speaks, I think we are going to go bullish. Ethereum coming in at 1636. When's a cruise ready to get some sun? It's less than 2 months, I think, isn't it? Or about 2 months?
Yeah.
About 2 months. Ethereum 1636, BNB 328, XRP at 39 cents, Cardano at 38.73. XRP has peaked out just a little bit ahead. I need to get Ben Gertzel on the channel ASAP. Yeah, dang right I do. Let me message their PR people actually real quick. I've been meaning to do this, and while we're in here on the show, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, Jenny.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have said that name out loud.
That guy Keith that we were talking with the other day, I believe he's also somewhat connected with Ben Gertzel. He might be a connection there.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
Well, I'm connected. Ben Gertzel's a friend.
I know. We've had
I've
him
hung out with him a couple times.
Yeah, you've done an interview with him before.
Well, not just on air. I went to his it wasn't a studio. Actually, they rented it. They rented something so I could come make a video with him. I like Ben. I saw him at Rare Bloom, and yeah, he's a really cool guy. Let's see. On soon to talk Ajax. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to do that because that thing is popping Ajax. All right. Cardano, 38 cents. Polygon, 123. Solana at $23. Polkadot, 670. Biggest gainers of the day coming in here. We got the graph at 39%. We got Singularity. There it is. Ajax. Boom. 28% up today. Fetch AI, 20. Man. You can't make this stuff up. AJ was looking at all these coins, and he put a line where he said, this is where I think I'm going to get in. And he didn't get in.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up movement. Only up.
That always happens on the ones you don't get in on. And then, of course, when you do, they just do nothing for way too long.
And listen, I want to say this. Casper blowing up right now. A lot of people talking about Casper. But these AI projects are the hot niche right now.
Yeah.
They're the hot niche. Guys, don't buy into this hype. I mean, look, Fetch is great project. Like Fetch. Okay. It's really cool. Really awesome. Does a lot of awesome things. Combines blockchains. Best utilities of different blockchains. Is it going to get adoption in the next 2 years in the bull run? Adoption? Probably not. I would almost say, almost guaranteed not. Will it make progress? Yes. The point is not to call out Fetch specifically. I could have picked any of these coins, okay? Fetch is probably the one, I like Ajax probably the best, but everybody knows about it already. Singularity's been out for a while. Fetch is not really on a lot of people's radar. We've talked about it before on the channel. It's not a new project. What you're going to see with these AI coins is it's not the project's fault, okay? But you're going to see them ride the hype of this Chat GPT as it keeps going up. And these prices are going to spike. And this is going to be a mini altcoin season for this niche in the middle of the beginning of a very long bull run where things are going to move slowly for a while, probably. And then they're going to return to the meme, to the mean, not the meme. These coins always, a hot niche, always regresses to the mean. So what I'm trying to say here is we do a top AI video soon. Remember, are some of these long-term holds? Yeah. But can you make more money if you buy them on the hype cycle, take profits, and then wait for a regression? That's probably the ideal move. These are not going to go up forever. They're not going to go up only. Right now, the AI world wants you to believe they're going to go up only.
Yeah.
We want to talk about the basis of these projects and why they're good projects and let you decide from there. But just remember, guys, we see this all the time. We see this every cycle. We see hot metaverse, right? Facebook rebranded. We saw those exchange coins, tokens in 2019. We saw those Oracle projects and decentralized Oracle projects. Chainlink, by the way, Chainlink's the only one you've probably heard of. Chainlink, Teller, Band Protocol, they were all crushing it at the same time. These things move together. So I just want to warn people, if you think, number one, I would not be buying any of these right now on this pump. I would wait for a retracement. But I mean, guys, look at these numbers. How much more upside do these have in the short term?
Right.
In a bear market, how much more upside do they have? Probably not a ton. Fetch was, I think Fetch got listed on BitGet maybe, or Bybit, wherever it got listed in the last day or two. But I just wanted to tell everybody, take profits, guys. If you made a lot of money with these, take profits. They can still be long-term holds. And you take profits and buy back in. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit on the basement, kind of comparing them to, you're talking about other niches that did this, like gaming coins in the last cycle, for example. Huge pumpers, but pure speculation. The only reason people are buying on it is they're speculating on the niche. There doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of substance behind the game, as we saw, and then huge retraces. And then still there's some that are around, they're relevant. Like you're saying, they can be a niche that will be relevant in the future, but it's 100% speculation based. We were looking, Deep Brain Chain is one of my biggest losers of all time.
Yeah, we talked about that last week at Deep Brain Chain. Well, or I talked about maybe at a meetup. Maybe it was.
If you go look, it's actually on like one of the top trending or the top most viewed coins on CoinGecko right now, because people are just blindly buying AI projects just on the, like you're saying, on a lot of the hype around it. So something to be careful with. Something you can make money with, but just don't just follow the herd.
Don't do it. You're not going to like it if that's what you're doing. I think that overall, I think these are good projects, but I want to ask you guys this. How many of you guys have used Fetch? How many of you have used Singularity? How many of you have used the graph? How many of you have used Casper? I bet between the four of those, it's less than 5%, maybe less than 2%. Okay. So now if I asked if you invested in it, probably a lot of you guys have at this point. But we just want to tell you to be cautious and make sure to take those profits when and where you can get them. Okay. So there we go. But these weak numbers are insane. Yeah. Magic is that's a game, NFT game thing. Render, mutable, optimism. Ray at the gym, he killed on optimism. I told him to consolidate his Dogecoin and some other stuff. into optimism about 3 or 4 months ago. He turned like, I think it was $500 into like $3,000 with it.
Nice.
Which is, he's now back to, I think, almost even just off that one play from his losses from the beginning of the bear market. So I said, is it Casper? A lot of people use, bro. Do a poll, TJ. How many of you have used, not bought, used the Casper network? Let's find out. Let's find out. I like Casper. I think it's a good project. But, guys, a lot of people are not using it. Okay, the vast majority of these people aren't, for sure. Okay, all right. So let's see here. What was I just gonna say? I was gonna say one last thing. Have you used Casper Network? It's a great project. I like it. It's gonna continue pumping. These pumps are insane. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, let's go to. We already talked about my trade here, guys. If you want to trade on BitGet, if you took advantage of that trade that I set up yesterday, which we told you not to. Don't do my trades. Trade at your own risk. But you want to check out BitGet, we'll put the link in the, it's already pinned up there. If you guys do want to check out some trading, some safe trading with some stop losses and some take profits, then you guys can do that on BitGet. We're going to be doing a full tutorial on BitGet this week. When Frank comes up, which is going to be any second now. So you don't think Sandbox will break its new all-time high this bull cycle? Yeah, I think it will. Sandbox is #1 in Metaverse. It's not a standard Metaverse coin. It's not like a hype coin. It's actually been building for years and years and years. But what I'll say is I'll check out where I want to maybe get in and see what I'm waiting for. We got Jerome Powell speaking in 10 minutes. So I'll let Frank show his charts. The one thing I wanted to say real quick, I remember what it was. Somebody asked, is it a bear market? It depends on perspective, guys. I believe we've already bottomed. Traditionally, we look at these Bitcoin cycles in 2 parts: bear market, bull market. Bear market starts at the top of the market. Bull market starts at the bottom of the market. I believe we've bottomed. Now, if you were to say, is this an extremely bullish time? Not really. We're going sideways and up, We're not going parabolic. Some of the altcoins are, but Bitcoin is not right now. Don't expect it to do it anytime soon. We're just in a time where it's kind of hard to diagnose what the temperature is of the average person on whether they think it's a bull market or a bear market. Some people would classify this time as accumulation and crab market, but in hindsight, we always group it into bear bull only in the 4-year cycles.
Yeah.
All right.
Just real quick, guys, we did an episode on this on Blockchain Basement, kind of separate. He mentioned accumulation part of the cycle, which, I found a really good article that kind of has accumulation, markup, markdown, and then bear. And that's, those are, if you wanted to break it into 4, there are kind of some distinct factors to keep an eye on. But yeah, traditionally, most people just think bullish or bearish.
Yeah. Well, what is going on, everybody? I've actually been getting that question a lot. Is it a bull market? Is it a bear market? I basically say the same thing. It really depends on kind of how you look at it. I know some people think as soon as the bottom's in, that's the start of the bull market. I kind of tend to think of the bull market as, after the halving, that first parabolic move up we get. So it really depends on kind of what a bull market is to you. You can go by the technical terms, but yeah, guys, we have a bunch of really good stuff to look at here on the charts. I know a lot of people are looking at this golden cross, so I want to go over that and kind of take a look at this golden cross and then kind of go back in time, take a look at what it's done before, because it's not 100% guarantee that we're going to absolutely moonshot. However, it is common that when we do get these golden crosses, we do get a big move up, and there was a situation very similar in 2018. So I just want to go back and take a look at that. But jumping in here real quick, guys, come over to our other chart here. Go ahead and hide that TA and just kind of take a look here, guys. Now, let's go ahead. I want to start off on the lower time frames and just start taking a look at some levels here. Now, levels have basically remained the same as yesterday, as Bitcoin is still just sitting in this range. And kind of like we've been talking about recently, when you have big bearish signals, such as a daily bearish divergence, 16-hour, 12-hour bearish divergences on these higher time frames, when they don't play out in an aggressive manner and you don't get this massive dump to the downside, in my opinion, that is pretty bullish, right? A lot of times in a big uptrend, you'll see these bearish signals kind of just show themselves as consolidation, which is pretty bullish, right? And we have gotten some pretty bearish signals here. We've gotten bear divs on some higher time frames. And although it did bring us down, it didn't really do anything as exaggerated as they, it didn't play out as exaggerated as they typically do. So that would kind of make me feel bullish. I am still leaning bullish longer term. Obviously, we've made that higher high on the weekly time frame. Now we have this golden cross looking to confirm here. So if that winds up playing bullish, that's kind of another bullish puzzle piece. Also, we have the weekly bullish divergence. So longer term, I am leaning bullish. I do think we can go a little bit higher. Some of the things that were alarming us was the bearish divergence on some of these higher time frames, right? 16-hour, your indicators showing downside with your price action making higher highs, giving you that discrepancy between price and momentum, warranting a correction to the downside. Obviously, we did get it, but still just staying within this smaller range, which again would be more bullish for, in my opinion. And again, as long as we remain inside of this value area, guys, I am continuing to just treat this as a range, trading those shorter time frames, looking for longs at that value area low and looking for shorts at that value area high. Yesterday, we did catch a little bit of a scalp long up to this POC. We talked about that yesterday on the show. But other than that, really just waiting for price to either get all the way down to this value area low or make its way all the way up to this value area high. Now, one thing is, guys, a lot of money flow is looking bearish, right? And if you do take a look at the BitLab not market intelligence, but the BitLab trading stack, this was kind of another thing that we were looking at to kind of find out that we were kind of feeling toppy. The daily was giving us this big top signal on the significant movements indicator. Your 16-hour also giving you this top signal with this big red wave. But now if you come on down to the 4-hour, you actually can see that we are getting a little bit of a blue wave showing that these this 12 and 16-hour bearish divergence played out to the downside, came almost all the way down to our value area low, and now we are starting to get a bottom signal. But, I was talking to Ben before the show, and I was just kind of saying, over the past, ever since we broke like 35, 40K, for me, that was kind of what made me at that point, in my head, once we got that weekly blood diamond, I was like, all right, you know what? This is likely the start of an actual bear market here. So from that point on, the shorts were kind of a no-brainer. Any really big bearish sign we had, we would short with a lot of confidence, obviously using risk management. But we're very confident in those shorts, right? And it's kind of easy when you're in a big trending market like that. I don't want to say easy, but when you're in a big bear market like that, most of your shorts will eventually play out, in the, at some point, right? But right now, and then those longs that you take in the bear market, you might not be as confident in. And I was saying to Ben, right now, and I was talking about this on my show last night as well, right now, I'm kind of sketched out in all my longs and all my shorts. We're in a really choppy environment right now. We don't know if we're going to get a bigger correction. Are we going to rip up to that 25K level? Honestly, right now, it's very, very hard to tell. So I just wanted to say that if you're out there trading, please be careful. That's why I trade these ranges when things are just kind of unclear. You could kind of rely on these volume profile ranges. But right now, longs and shorts are a little bit shady. Just in general, we're not in a very strong trending market right now, especially as we kind of bounce around here. So again, I'm leaning bullish longer term. So, maybe you can have that on your side. But again, we don't really know if we're 100% out of the woods for this bear market yet. So until that's really confirmed and we really start getting up to higher prices, being very careful with, both ends of the spectrum there. But key levels do remain the same, guys. Most important level of support to the downside that I would be watching is going to be still that $22,319 mark. Once we break that, we do have the low volume underneath us, likely going to bring us down to lower prices. However, in the short term, obviously, we do have Jerome speaking, so that's going to add some volatility into the market. But right now, 2-hour is looking a little bit more bearish short term. Also, money flow is continuing to come out here. So on the 4-hour, which is typically a very strong sign. So until we get this money flow to get back into the green, I would be...
Don't you think everything depends right now on what's going to happen with what Jerome Powell says?
Yeah.
Like if he says something extremely dovish, we're pumping.
100%, yeah.
If he says something extremely hawkish or even a little hawkish or is ambiguous, then I don't think we're going to dump, but we're going to go down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree 100%. You know, that's why, you know, sometimes when this stuff happens, when they do speak or we have Fed meetings, you know, things can be really risky, right? At least in the Fed meetings, we usually get a big fake out move one direction before it picks an actual direction and heads that way. So yeah, you know, if it comes out more dovish, I would expect a pump. And that's kind of why I'm saying, you know, longs and shorts are a little bit sketchy right now. I'm not currently in a position today yet, at least. And, you know, but if I was in a long or a short right now, I would be equally you know, managing that risk very tightly for both positions for sure. Because again, you know, depending on what Jerome says, this could give us a move to the upside or the downside. On the technical end of things, it would lean a little bit more bearish in the short term. But again, you know, that news can absolutely step on those indications and bring us to the upside. Again, why I'm being very careful. But one thing to realize here, you know, we can use these levels to give us context. So if we do break this level, this point of control, which is coming in at about $23,000, almost even. You know, if we can get above here, that is where we can start to see some upsides.
The event got pushed to 1240.
Oh God, the suspense is going to kill me. But if we do, you know, if it starts coming out bullish and we start to push through this point of control, it would be very, very likely to come up to this level here at about $23,377. And then again, another level to the upside, big level I'd be watching would be right here at $23,825. And that is, you know, just the same levels we've been watching for a while here within this range, right? So again, those are the main levels. And if we break that POC, that's where you can, you know, decisively break this POC, start closing candles above here. That's where you can expect, you know, hey, maybe these bearish signals won't play out and we are going to get a move to the upside. But don't forget, I know we kind of rambled on a little bit there. Just quick shout out to the AI coins, guys. You know, in my premium Discord, this isn't actually part of the premium Discord really, but we wanted to try this out for the premium members first. And we have a new channel that is basically a token metrics channel where I look through token metrics coins, try to find out what they're feeling bullish on, and I try to find the coins that I think will pump. And this is low key like one of the sauciest channels we have in the Discord. Like I think it's like 9 or 10 out of 12 of those coins are up well over 80 to 100%. Fetch.ai we were talking about, it's now up 300% since we talked about it. So we actually kind of not big news, but we may actually make that channel available to certain other members of the Candle Mafia and the BitSquad. Without actually being in the premium, because it's not an official part of the premium Discord, but we wanted to kind of try it out with the premium Discord. So we might open that up to a lot of other people. So stay tuned for that. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Frankie Candles, where we go live at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single weekday. And we do 2 hours of TA. So if you're a chart nerd and you like to have fun just staring at charts and pulling fibs and whatnot, come check out my show. But with all that being said, guys, watch that golden cross. Just so you guys know, there have been times where you get the golden cross, an immediate dump, and then you get a big trend to the upside. So just know that it's not 100% guaranteed moonshot because of this golden cross. I recommend you go pull that 50 and 200 moving average up and go ahead and back test those golden crosses. If you don't know, it's when the 50 crosses over the 200, and it is happening on the daily. So I definitely recommend you guys go check that out. Back to Ben. Bing bong.
Real quick note, that poll came in 95% or 94% no, 5% yes. So I guess, you know, I don't know how that happened, but
5%. 5%. And that's what I said. It would be 5% or less than 5%. Probably 2 or 3. I'm surprised it's, you know, and how many of those people are flexing?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple fibbers in there.
There's some fibbers. There's some people invested who want to see it do well. They want it, and I like Casper. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. This is not about Casper. This is about the amount of use on these networks in a bear market, and really with pretty young networks to begin with.
And I believe Powell is actually speaking right now. Oh, he's not?
1240. He got pushed.
Kelly showed me a video of him speaking, and it was a fake out, I guess.
Yeah, that was an old clip, I think.
Also, I'm not expecting him to say. I imagine he'll stay pretty much neutral. I'm not expecting him to come out.
Oh no, I disagree with you there. I totally disagree with you.
Well,
look at the narrative that's been built this week by by Janet Yellen, Joe Biden. Look at what the narrative has been this week. No recession. Actually, you know, unemployment numbers are record lows. This is great. You know, Joe Biden said that, you know, more women are working than any other time in history. I think that was fact checked by Twitter to be false. It's pretty funny. But the point is that the narrative of the people he's close with have built, I don't expect him to stray away from that narrative, because now as we're moving into 2023, it's all about the presidential election next year. And we're going to start seeing all these people get in line swimming the same direction. So that's why I actually really, really believe. Can you stop texting and focus on your wrong call? I'm watching my freaking trade. I'm watching my entries and my, like, what do you think I'm doing? You think I'm texting? I'm not texting. I'm watching my freaking trade. I want to make sure I catch along here. I want to catch along because I think I think it's going to blast off after. It might not, but I would rather have exposure in case it does. Because if it does, it's going to move very quickly, and I'm going to be looking to take profits. It's dipped down a little bit to 22.68. I think I'm going to probably take an entry 22.65. I think that's a good entry. 22.965. That is. Let's see here. We're on 20x. We're going to set a stop loss here, and I just missed it. It's pumping to the moon right now. Stop loss I'm going to put at 22.8. So there we go. We're going to see what happens. We'll see if we get filled. Maybe we'll get filled in the show. I don't know. Maybe we won't. Maybe we missed it already. But that's what I expect. I'm just telling you what I'm doing personally. Like, I'm not telling you all this for your own health. I'm telling you because I'm trying to make that guap. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see here. And I was looking at on my trading view. We need to always have my trading view open too, I think. I got to do incognito though, I think. No, actually you don't have to do incognito now. You can just do now you can just log into your own account. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean to be logged into?
You know, like how you have the
time?
account over here on the right side of Chrome?
Yeah, just jump. Yeah. Profile.
That's probably what I can do, but whatever. We'll go ahead and just do that now for fun. Sign in. Email. Wrong password. Wrong password. Now it's right. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's check it out here. See what's going on. Go to my advanced chart. I got mine set up with all of our indicators here. I got Market Cipher on there too. Guys, here's what I was looking at. Now you guys know we've used Market Cipher for a long time. Using these indicators here that we have from the BitLab Trading Suite, you can check these out. Really what I'm doing is I'm using all of these together because as you can see here, like, look at this. This is a green dot on Market Cipher, and then what happened? Gigantic dump. Right here, we got large green dot. They work a little better, and it went up. Now, that's a 10-minute chart. I don't really like to use that. But, guys, on the 6-hour chart, this is what I've been really watching here. On the 6-hour chart, you basically have on our, God, what is this one called? I can't remember what this is. Significant movement. We're forming a bottom, getting ready to move up, okay? You got a large green dot on Market Cipher. So what you have here is basically confluence. Then you come here to the volume. Let's see, where is I got to really zoom this down here. The volume, this is the hidden volume. It is. You can see the volume to the right on the buy and sell orders on the chart. But you can see here, we've got a bullish divergence here, or excuse me, not a bullish divergence. We actually just have, it's gone bullish. It's going up right now. Then, of course, our RSI, it's about midway, around 50, almost 50. And then we have our BitLab Extrema, which shows that right before we got this green dot, we had a dump. You see the red dots coming down here. What we'd be looking for is something to get outside of this wave here. If we were to get, like, let's say one of these red candles go way below, or red bars below this wave, that would be more confluence. So we've got confluence here. Let me get my little drawing thing. You got confluence here. You got confluence here. And you got confluence here. Now, that doesn't mean that it's definitely going to move up from this point forward. But what it does mean is that we've got several different indicators on the 6-hour chart, which is a strong chart. I mean, look at the last time we got, when's the last time we got a large green dot on the 6-hour? A large green dot. here. Let's see what the price was back here. Dang it. Here we go. Here we go. Somebody at one of the meetups said, you know what? I really miss you struggling with TradingView. And so we're bringing it back, guys. So you get a large green dot right here. And then you did get a pump. That was a move from low 15,720 to a high of 18.1. That's a big move. 4% move there from the open to close, but from the wicks much bigger. You had one right here, and you can see that was the bottom of the market. You got one at exactly the bottom of the market, and boom, look, once again here with the, why can I never remember what this is called? Significant movement. Once again, right here, you had the bottom formed, okay? Here, same thing, you had a bottom formed. It doesn't mean it's a permanent bottom. So this is what I'm looking at that's got me feeling pretty bullish about we're going to test 25, I think, pretty soon. Not 100% necessary, but, we could get another dump, but a lot of stuff saying bullish right now. And it's going to line up, I think, with what Jerome Powell is going to say because the narrative has been set by all the people around him already. Bitcoin trades below massive supply wall. Is a huge sell-off imminent? No, let's see. Did my trade get filled? We didn't get filled. The BitGet chart is usually about $20 lower than the Coinbase chart. BitGet doesn't have a chart, by the way, on TradingView at this point. Okay, according to information obtained by Finbold from Into the Block, it's February 7th, 1.85 million addresses bought 1.13 million Bitcoin for an amount ranging from 22,987 to 23,662 as things stand. Bitcoin still currently trading at $22,995. Let's see. Okay. And there you go. Just a little bit about the market. We've talked the market to death. Bitcoin long-term hodlers are still selling at a loss. You know what's funny? Smitty says, did I miss Powell whining? They moved it to 1240. Okay. Eastern Standard Time. What's so funny is, don't you remember we just covered a story yesterday about how the long-term hodlers are getting set at all-time high?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bitcoin long-term holders are still selling at a loss. Let's see what this says. According to the latest report from Glassnode, Bitcoin investors have been realizing losses for 9 months now. Relevant indicator here is the spent output profit ratio, or the SOPR, the SOPR, which tells us whether the average holder in the Bitcoin market is selling at a loss. Now, here's a chart that shows the trend in the Bitcoin SOPR specifically for these LTHs, long-term holders, over the last few years. You guys can see that they are, let's see, long-term holders are continually spending at a loss. Long-term holder spent profitability is declining. Long-term hodler spent profitability is recovering. So you can see it does show it's recovering here, which is interesting. It's recovering. So why are they?
Yeah, it's a weird article. Because really, I mean, you got to think that's miners most likely that are selling to cover expenses. And
they're getting their parents to buy Bitcoin for them?
What?
What?
No.
Miners?
Bitcoin mining facilities.
Oh, miners.
Yeah.
Thought you meant
ER.
People under the age of 18. I got a lot of questions about that, by the way, on the book tour, about if you're under 18, how can you get into Bitcoin? You got to get your parents, pretty much. Question was posed like, can I do a place that's no KYC? Yeah, there's still some places you can do it, but you still have to on-ramp somewhere else. Mm-hmm. I don't know of an on-ramp that you're going to be able to get money to. You're going to be able to get US dollars into without KYCing, right? Like KuCoin you can use, but I don't think I could use my debit card to buy something there.
No,
I don't think so. Bitcoin symbol is tilted the wrong way on Ben's t-shirt. No big deal. Just noticed it. It's not tilted.
I was gonna say it's straight.
It's straight, like me. Okay. Bitcoin takes lion shares as institutional inflows hit 7-month high. Rebounding 40% in January, sparked the largest inflows of institutional cash since June 2022. I am just keeping a watch on that price. Let's see here. Last week, U.S. bears seem to have changed their mind. I think last week was the week where people were like, okay, so very interesting. To every meeting, stop I did on the book tour, I asked this question. I said, hey, where's my 12K guy? Who in the audience? I remember my Denver 12K guy. I remember you. He's a hippie. I like him. but there were only 3 or 4 people the entire time out of about 75 to 100 people on average at every one. One or about 4 to 5 people raised their hand and said they expect a new low, that we haven't bottomed. Some people would raise their hand and then they would say, yeah, I expect to go back to 18. No. We want a new low. Very few people are believing this, and this is a huge shift. Is that kind of what you're seeing as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's changing sentiment. It's now if the price starts going back down, if we start going back towards 20, all those 12K people come right back.
Yeah.
But we were talking about that the other day too on the basement, how fast the sentiment changes. One little pump up and everybody's going right back, thinks it's going right back to 30K. Not a lot of, people are starting to definitely accept that the bottom is in. I think obviously the further time-wise we get away from that bottom, the more concrete it gets.
We called it.
Yeah,
Man, we
nailed it.
Again.
Yeah.
We've called the tops and bottoms at 3 cycles, or basically I called the bottom in 2017. In 2018 I called the bottom. And then I did a video shortly thereafter, maybe at the beginning of 2019, where I said that we would basically see Bitcoin hit all-time highs in December of 2020, and we hit it. Ethereum, we were off by 2 months. Or no, we were off by, no. We were only off on the Ethereum all-time high by a week, I believe. Because I said in January, and it was like January 19th, I think, it a new all-time high. We were off on the 2,500 Valentine's Day. Then we said the top of the market was going to be in between Halloween and Thanksgiving. And then we just were so stupid, we didn't listen to our own advice. And we were just looking for 100K. I made a video in 2019 where I talked about the all-time, or the bear market basically beginning in between Halloween and Thanksgiving 2021. And then we said November after the midterm elections, we're on a hot streak. That 100K hurt us because we were looking at that. But the time ranges for these cycles are so predictable. It's unreal. So unbelievable. And some people have different ways that they measure it. I measure the Bitcoin cycles in numbers of candles, and that's how I come up with these estimates. I look at average prices. I look at the difference between the amount of daily candles in between the cycles, and it's a very, very, very predictable market is what I'll tell you. JP Morgan report shows institutional trader interest shifting from blockchain to AI after crypto slump. Nearly 3 out of 4 institutional traders surveyed have no plans to trade crypto, while most see artificial intelligence as the next big disruptor. Did somebody say, did somebody say that Bitcoin backer called the bottom before us?
No.
Guys, we tried to convince him for 4 or 5 weeks on the show the bottom had already occurred. Guys, I don't know. Did he say it's officially the bottom too now? I love Bitcoin backer. This isn't about him. This is about you, sir. Look, he called the top and the number and told people to get out. That was I wish I had done that. I wish I had been smart enough to realize what was going on. But the bottom, it came within, I think, 10 days. Or no, it was on what was the bottom? 21st? I think it was, a week before the date range that we had called. Literally 1 week. And it hit, and 2 weeks later, we said that was the bottom. We were the first people to call the bottom. I'm very sure. Maybe somebody can find somebody else, and I'll give them credit. But we did it. Can Ben make a call for Valentine's Day this year? I don't know. For Valentine's Day?
Yeah, call your mom.
I don't want to call Crypto Steve-O's mom. That'd be weird. He's a nice guy. I met him in Washington. He's really cool. Yeah, so bet this shirt smells great. This is the first time it's ever been worn, dummy. Okay. JP Morgan report shows institutional trader interest shifting from blockchain to AI after crypto slump. There it is. We just told you. Now we've got JP Morgan pumping the AI coins. Wow. Because guys, you can't separate AI stocks and crypto right now. They're both moving at the same clip. Actually, I found some money on a Webull account, and it was only, it's called like buying power. I could only use it to invest in a stock. I couldn't get the cash out, which is weird. So I invested in an AI stock that's been crushing it. And then it was down 7% today. It's literally been a green candle every day for like 2 weeks.
How about Bed Bath & Beyond trading like a meme stock? Did you see that? That was crazy.
I thought about doing some call options on it. All-time high on call options. Are we talking about that today at all?
I don't know.
They said it was the anticipation of Jerome Powell's speech today. There were more call options put in than during the meme coin stock bonanza. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Tame Hark called the bottom first. Who? Tame Hark? I don't know who that is. Maybe somebody. What day did he call it? We'll find out. We called it ahead of time. We called it in May. We said it would be in November. We said November 28th through December 13th was the date range we were looking at. I think it bottomed on the 21st. But there you go. Carver Coin says he called the bottom pre-FTX at 17K, so I was wrong there. I definitely didn't expect 17K to be the bottom. Google unveils its ChatGPT rival. Here we go. Google on Monday unveiled a new chatbot tool dubbed Bard in an apparent bid to compete with the viral success of ChatGPT. The announcement comes as Google's core product, online search, is widely thought to be facing its most significant risk in years. In the 2 months since its launched to the public, ChatGPT has been used to generate essays. Now, ChatGPT was created with the same technology that Google uses for AI. So you guys looking at that, it's pretty interesting. But something very funny happened this week. So AJ was talking to me about the graph, and he said, yeah, don't you know it's trying to be like the Google of blockchains? And even though I've covered it before, and I know that that's what it's doing, it's a search on blockchain. In my brain, I thought, what do you mean it's trying to be the next Google? Because Google has now gotten to the level of Amazon where I don't think about it as a search company anymore.
Right.
When I think Google, you know, like the image that comes to my mind is when you click your Gmail or profile or your Google profile and it pops up all those different apps that you can hit. Google Drive, Mail, Calendar, Sheets, blah, 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 blah. That's what I think when I think of Google now. I don't even think of a search engine anymore. Do you know what year Google was started?
No. 2000.
It was 1998, I think. I was still in high school.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's so funny that came up yesterday. We've been talking about it a lot on the basement, and actually, that's the way we described it when we made the first graph video forever ago, like the Google of blockchain. Basically, they were trying to index all blockchains, which Google's mission, it might still be their mission, is organize the internet. Yeah. Which they wanted to go index every page of the internet back whenever that was, 98, which seemed like an insurmountable task at the time, but worked out. Yeah.
Root says, I've been asking you to cover file and GRT. We covered file. We did that. GRT, to me, look, you have these coins that come in these bull runs, and they do really well, and they have great use case and great utility, and you think they're going to do awesome, and then the next bull run, they just don't hit it. Like there's Dragon Chain, Pundi X. Well, Pundi X. Yeah. Loved Pundi X. J Baby says, I'm DCAing into Bitcoin, ETH, AVAX. I don't like AVAX. Matic Audios, VeChain, ICB, ADA, and Kava. I have it on recurring buys weekly. Waiting 20x to 50x my money. Thoughts? Yeah, AVAX will pump. Don't get me wrong. AVAX will move, I think. I don't like their ethics. Kava, I don't know of anything special that would make me want to put Kava in that group. I would say take a look at Algorand, HBAR. Those are two that I would look at. But I would say Optimism. God, man, everybody needs some optimism in their portfolio. Maybe wait for a retracement, but I think Optimism is the play this bull run. XRP, obviously. Please add a previous aired on logo on 24/7 channel.
We've talked about doing that.
Okay.
Some of them are, because we run a lot of the specials, and a lot of the older stuff on that channel. We've talked about, we're going to work on an overlay.
Okay, cool. But here, back to the graph. I wasn't sure where it was going to fall. It was a good project. Luckily for the graph, the AI wind has hit the sails at the perfect time. And now, certainly, it's time for us to take another look at the graph, because now it looks like, regardless of whether it continues pumping now or not, it's now back in the limelight, and it's now set up for a good bull run. So it is now, this pump, because it's in this niche, has now given the graph validity for this next bull run.
Damon, every time I hear,
I knew Damon.
Yeah.
I almost made a joke and I didn't.
Every time I hear the word Kava, I think of Damon.
Yeah. Singularity Net, AGIX, up 31% after announcing partnership with Cardano. I said this yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And
they've always been with Cardano.
Yeah, I don't understand the partnership.
Yeah, it's weird. But I mean, this is their, you have Singularity DAO, and then you have Singularity Net. When did this coin launch? Because it's been out here for a while. Unless, I remember AGIX coming out, I think, maybe I'm thinking AP13. Remember AP13?
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be API 3.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I think it was it AP13? Or was it an I? I don't remember. Anyways, how's that coin doing? It'll be the next pump, probably.
That's, yeah.
Okay, so this goes back to
It's API 3.
2018. Singularity's been around for quite a while, guys. What'd you say?
It is API 3.
It is API 3. Okay, well, I wrote a book and I can't read. That was the comment somebody made. Okay, so you guys can see what it's been doing. Wow, this has just basically hit. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'll be really honest with you guys. If I were a cold-hearted assassin and I didn't care about my friend Ben Goertzel, I would short this puppy right here. It's right at its previous all-time high. I mean, excuse me, not from the launch. Not from the launch. It's right, it's a penny under its previous cycle all-time high. I would think it's going to dip before, I think it's going to go something like this. It's going to go boop, boop. I think it'll do that. But it may not. Maybe the API craze will continue it further, but it's right at the same level. And did it just hit? No, I hit 57. It didn't hit 57. So, look, I think it's going to hit an all-time high is $1.49. It'll hit that in the bull run, I believe. It's going to pass this cycle top here in the bear market. I just don't know if it's going to do it this week. Do you remember seeing those percentages? Yeah. Remember seeing those? 200%, 150%, 250%? Those are how much upside is left before it pauses. Outside of some meme coins, you really don't see that, especially in a bear market. Singularity has been around since 2018. Ben Goertzel is behind it. He's always been good friends with Charles Hoskinson. He was at Rare Bloom. They work together in a lot of ways. Two of the smartest people I know. Excuse me. I think I told Charles. If I remember correctly at Rare Bloom, I told Charles. I said, Ben Goertzel's the smartest person in the world. I think he's smarter than Charles Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson's up there. My gosh, he's up there. He's way above me on technical stuff. Now, NFL trivia, I think I'm going to beat him. But I think that the long and the short of it is Ben Goertzel is amazing. The way he is, what I did with this book, right? What I did with this book is wrote everything very simply for people to understand crypto on a base level. Ben Goertzel is like 10 times smarter than me, and he's still able to talk to people on the level where they're at. And that is an extremely, an extreme talent that not a lot of people who are super heady and cerebral have. So I expect Singularity to, do very well in this bull run. Partnership with Cardano, really great. Blockchain-powered platform allows anybody to easily create, share, and monetize AI services. Platform is building up its momentum. Announced partnerships. Today's momentum is notably being fueled by the newly announced push, riding on innovations pioneered by top DeFi pioneers like Cardano, exploring a way to bolster a high use case for all developers using Meta with 2 T's, smart contract development environment. So there you go. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, moving on. Cardano's Ethereum sidechain goes live in public testnet. Cardano's Ethereum sidechain. Got a really interesting Ethereum video coming out for you guys at 3 o'clock. We're going to make the case why it's better than Bitcoin. I said it. So there we go. Let's see what's going on with this. As announced by Cardano developer input output following the release of a toolkit for building sidechains, public test network of the proof of concept sidechain built on the EVM is now live. Release of the Ethereum compatible sidechain comes in the same week as a forthcoming update. This is why Cardano is moving, guys. Cardano is moving. XRP and Cardano and ADA are kind of tied at the hip for price movement. Obviously, let's see. XRP was hitting $2, Cardano was hitting $3, but that was obviously because of the Ripple case. But the point is, they're the two strongest communities in crypto. Some of them hate each other. All the XRP people, pretty much except for me, hate Charles Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson hates all the XRP people, I think, except for me. And I think that at the end of the day, I don't think he hates Brad, but I think at the end of the day, these coins just following, they do totally different things. They're not competitors at all, but they just always seem to move and make stories in tandem. But this Ethereum EVM sidechain is going to be really big. It's basically going to allow you to, I believe, swap ADA for ERC20s. I think that's the point, right? I believe that's what it is. If I remember going back, I think it will convert the native tokens. They have native tokens, is what they call their version of coins on the Cardano network, like an ERC20. And I believe you're going to be able to use those native coins and swap them with ERC20s with that Ethereum sidechain. Maybe somebody that's smarter on Cardano than I am. I cover a zillion coins. Obviously, it's one of my favorites. But people that are only in the Cardano community mainly, I mean, they're going to have more information than I do on these little details. Which, by the way, we are going to be doing a series of videos in a couple weeks where we're going to be looking at the top coins in each niche on major blockchains. So that'll be real fun. Hi, Ben, from Joaquin Silva, excuse me. Hi, Ben, 2 questions. I have 50,000 XRP coins I accumulated since 2018. Is that enough to make a grip of cash? I got 15K graph coins and up $400. Should I ride it or move it to another coin? Look, if you're in any of those 3 coins and you were in before the pump, the assassin in me tells you take the profits and get something in the red. That's just what I would say. But for the XRP, sure, 50,000. If it goes to $10 in this cycle, which I think is going to be possible, if not a little bit higher, there's some moon dreams if they IPO, $25 would be the extreme case. Like, I don't think it'll happen, but that would be extreme. Guys, we got 1,500 likes and 6,000 viewers. That's a 25% like to viewer ratio. Let's get that up to 33%. So if you like the number 33, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button. So anyways, the point is 50,000 XRP, if it goes $10, it's 500K. It's pretty good. And I think that's a reasonable expectation. Cardano DeFi TVL rises more than 100% in 1 month. DeFi protocols on Cardano, man, I tell you, Cardano is one day going to pass Ethereum as the top layer 1. I do believe that. But that doesn't mean in the short term, Ethereum's not going to pass Bitcoin in market cap. These are kind of separate things. What will the market cap of Cardano look like compared to the market cap of Ethereum, which will also be being used as digital gold because of its new tokenomics? We'll have to see how that plays out. I would have said before the insane numbers from the merge, the Cardano would have passed it in market cap as well. That's how you get to be the top layer 1. But now with a dual utility, things are quite interesting. Cardano DeFi TVL is expanding faster than the overall market. To illustrate, from January 1st, February 7th, total DeFi TVL across all chains rose from around 38 billion, an increment of approximately 20%. TVL, what did that say? Cardano DeFi TVL rose by over 100%. MinSwap, somebody was talking about MinSwap earlier. A decentralized exchange dominates with a 32% market share. I think it was Justin Williams that was telling me about that this morning. Managing 34 million in other assets. Hey, we might get the DeFi summer of Cardano. It's been set up for a long time. And the market could be right for that. We'll have to see what happens. Gemini and Genesis reach $100 million agreement for earn users to recover funds. The press release, and this should be some bullish news. Press release published on February 6th states that it will, in principle, lay out a framework for global resolution, maximize value for all Genesis clients and stakeholders. Here's a wink of eye, basically saying what I just told you. So creditors can breathe a sigh of relief as it appears a resolution might arise speedily. Hey, it's very interesting, isn't it? Price of Bitcoin's going up, and now they got resolutions. Q&A, I'm legitimately confused. Are the status of Coinbase's participation in XRP Flare airdrop? I don't think I think originally they said you were, and then they changed it sometime before the airdrop, and I don't think you're getting Flare through Coinbase. A lot of people are upset about it. Yeah, JPal in 5 minutes. What's the price doing? Whoa, all the way down to 22,891. Wow. Didn't expect to see it go. I mean, yeah, actually I did, but I was anticipating the 12 o'clock, and now we're getting to 12:40, and you know, I'm off that bandwagon. So we're down about 6% on our trade right now. Not too bad, especially if we get the move we're looking for. DCG is selling holdings in several Grayscale trusts. Now that's selling their holdings. They're not selling the Bitcoin.
Right.
DCG has started selling holdings in several investment vehicles. According to the FT report citing filings, DCG's recent share sales have focused on the Ethereum fund. As I was prowling around Webull last night and looking for where to spend my fake cash, I noticed that they have Grayscale as OTC. And I had to apply to be an OTC trader.
Interesting.
That's weird, because I was like, I might as well just buy Grayscale if it's going to go up tomorrow. But, you know, I couldn't do it. Signature Bank sued for substantially facilitating FTX commingling. Look, I think Signature knew of and permitted the commingling according to a court filing. Now, we don't know if that's true. The FTX customer funds within its proprietary blockchain-based payments network. I guess that's Signet. I always called it Signet. I think it's Signet, probably, right?
I guess.
When you think. Crypto-friendly bank, Signature Bank, faces a punitive class action suit for its involvement in the operations of the now bankrupt crypto exchange FTX. It was one of the bank's clients, although the crypto's exchange deposits with Signature amounted to less than 0.1% of the bank's overall deposits. Previously regarded as one of Wall Street's most friendly crypto banks. It remains to be seen whether its appetite for crypto will be soured as a result of FTX's collapse. Look, I think... I basically think that Signature Bank is a good company. They have been the victim of a lot of fraud. Anna Delvey was a person who frauded Signature Bank. That was her last bank she frauded before she went to prison. And then you also have the Bad Vegan. The Bad Vegan, I think, was using Signature Bank as well in that documentary. And so they're real tight on fraud stuff. So this kind of surprises me. I would say let's let this play out first. Because if you see here, it just says it's facing a putative class action suit. So that means somebody's suing them and trying to get money. This is not the SEC. This is not the CFTC. This is not a criminal case. So we'll see. And I don't think I don't know how they would be able to tell this through Signet. It's going to be very interesting how this case unfolds. Binance suspends USD withdrawals as banks flee crypto.
Yeah, that's directly related. That's what I was going to say. I mean, we know Binance got cut off from Signature not that long ago, probably from outside pressure to just button everything up. And then I did want to mention, too, the Genesis, Grayscale, selling shares. That's all related, too. You know, as they're selling shares in Grayscale to help cover that Genesis bankruptcy and that package deal.
Yep.
So all this stuff is interconnected.
I know. You saw the Binance and Crypto.com wallet overlap.
Yeah.
That was fascinating.
I didn't think that was all that.
It's not,
Yeah.
but it just shows you how much... Look, Binance isn't using all of its own exchanges for its own money. It's using Crypto.com to earn returns on some of its money.
Well, I think it also represents like tons. Most of Binance, a lot of Crypto.com users are also Binance users.
No, I don't think that's. I don't think that's what it was saying.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's.
Well, for
true,
sure,
though.
for sure. But I don't think those are. I don't believe those are customer funds being sent. I think those are Binance's wallet. I think they connected some of the actual Binance. I don't know whether it's custodial wallets or their company wallets, whatever. But there was more to it than just customers using both.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
but that was, I think, big part of it, in my opinion, because they are,
on the chart, on that chart.
Yeah, there's
I don't think so.
When you withdraw from Binance, it's going to come from one of those wallets. If you're moving it from Binance to Crypto.com, it's going to go into one of those wallets. That's all I'm saying. That's definitely part of it.
I understand, but I know what you mean, and that seems to make sense. I just remember when I looked at the story and the explanation, I thought, and somebody said that why would this surprise anybody? Because all of these exchanges are using each other to earn yield the whole entire time. Yeah. Let's go to news. See if this made. With Binance, everything is not fine from CoinDesk.
Yeah, that's what I just saw it as like more FUD on Binance. That
this narrative is like, I know it wasn't a big deal, but like this narrative of Binance is going down. Guys, are we done with that now? Can we move on? And can we just do it in the next bear market and say it again for FUD? Your thoughts on whether Grayscale is still at risk due to CG problems? It is not. It's protected from the bankruptcy.
Yeah, it's a trust.
So let's see. Withholding, major stock 4 days ago, South Korean market. Let me go to Twitter because I know the guy who tweeted. It was NFT Mason, or not NFT Mason, Crypto Mason. He has NFT Mason too. He said he was going to make a video. He hadn't done it in months. Crypto Mason. Is it with a U on Twitter? It's probably one word too.
Just type Mason.
Is it just Mason?
Well, I'm just saying, when you type crypto, it's going to start pulling up everything. If you just type Mason, it
Yeah,
knows.
there you go.
Yeah.
Mason versus Lewis.
Versalis.
Love Mason. Great guy. Okay, let's go. He tweets a lot, so I'll probably have to go down quite a bit. I just want to say this for my own understanding. Wait, hold on. What is this? Is this it? Okay, that's what this was. They said it's coming, and they showed a thing of Meg and him. I didn't know what it was. It's a Discord server. Okay, gotta scroll down quite. Here it is. Okay, this is from Boring Sleuth. He's the originator of this. He says, here it is. Okay. When you see the wallet's mapping, what does it make you think? Believe it or not, I discovered this when looking into Robinhood. And let's see, I've heard loud and clear. I'll be diving into Robin, blah, 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 blah. I'm very proud. Come away, dives. Let's look at the comments. Many exchanges and arbitrary funds have accounts at other exchanges to earn spreads. And he asked for it in writing. He uses breadcrumbs. What conclusion do you draw? Good question, complicated answer. If I forget everything I know previously, I would say Binance is funding Crypto.com. Crypto.com may just be in. No, that's not true. I don't believe that's true. They're not. The founder of Crypto.com is NCZ. I think maybe they had beef at one time, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. Hope to understand your relationships better, but this instance, it appears Binance is funding Crypto.com. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, don't you think it's weird that nobody is bringing this up? Nobody's saying, is it just customer funds?
Well, I did.
Well, you did. I thought about it, and the fact nobody brought it up made me think that it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Let me see what they were saying on Mason's, because Mason's probably got a lot more likes or a lot more comments. 47. Yeah, let's see what they were saying here. Oh, that many Binance. Look at this. That's TJ, by the way, guys. Curtive said, LOL. Use both. More corrupt. No. So many people are making such. The downfall of a giant will finally signal the bottom shortly thereafter. Means blockchain has transactions. They're sharing a balance sheet. Blah, 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 blah. Means nothing.
Yeah, I'd want to see a mapping of all the exchanges against each other to see if it's anything outside of the ordinary. It's basically the point I was.
Brian Banks said he's going to dig into it. I wonder if he did. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is not customer funds. I don't think. I think this, if you look at it, because there's not that many addresses. They have a ton of addresses that they could have linked. Like here's my point. They could have linked so many more addresses if they were doing customer. I mean, this thing would look like the Tangle from IOTA, is what it would look like. And the fact they only isolated some of these wallets, Crypto.com multi-sig. So it's the multi-sig wallet. That's where they're holding stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Multi-sig, doesn't that mean that it's the Crypto.com itself, not a retail account?
Yeah, but my point, what I'm saying is
the reserve wallet here.
Right. We know they batch transactions and all that kind of stuff. We know how exchanges are trying to be efficient. And basically, if Binance is doing 80% plus of all the volume out there, but a lot of people aren't using it as an on and off ramp, I would imagine you'd see Binance wallets attached to a lot of Kraken accounts, Binance wallets attached to a lot of Coinbase, like there's going to be.
Okay, check this out. Okay, so look at this. This one right here is withdrawals. These are all the withdrawals here. 294K. It shows these are the withdrawals that go to customers. And some of those are going to the reserve wallet. Okay, this is making more sense now. So some of these are going to these addresses that may be regular. It may be the actual address for that coin. Like Bitcoin, they'll only have so many addresses for. Ethereum, they've only got so many blocks of addresses. That could be what these are, all these smaller lines. But the biggest one, if you look here, the thickest one goes to crypto.com and straight to the reserve wallet. And it's not showing as a regular address. It just says crypto.com up there.
But that makes sense, right? They're holding their customer funds in reserve. They're supposed to have a one-to-one backing in their reserves.
But it's not going to their standard addresses for the exchange. That's I'm pretty sure that's what it's saying if I'm reading this correctly. So here, all of these are funneling. And where is this going? So basically, all of these separate addresses are going to funneling straight as well into the reserve wallet. This one right here, this one does not touch a wallet. It goes straight to the reserve wallet. So I guess they have the reserve wallet address. This is interesting. This is way more. It's so small on the phone, I couldn't really make heads or tails of it. But now that I'm looking at the big picture, I'm actually following the tracking. I think it's a mixture is long and the short of it. It's a mixture. Some of those withdrawals are going straight to the reserve wallet. And somehow I'm confused on what this crypto.com is up here because it's not the reserve wallet, but it doesn't have an address. So I'm not sure what that means. Okay. I know we spent a lot of time on that, but that was in real time investigation. Binance's new relationship with Signature offers clues. And we just talked about that. TJ mentioned they had that relationship. U.S. banks blocking crypto access given fraud, volatility, lawmakers told. Of course, it's very selective who they choose to do this to for whatever reason. So obviously, people with bigger platforms are more prone to attack like me. That's why I have my bank account taken at some point. Social media and technology platforms were cited as a significant source of fraud. Other executives questioned by committee were also skeptical. This is UK. This is not the US. So CoinLedger. Guys, don't forget CoinLedger. CoinLedger here. This is a tax loss harvesting software. It does it all. You connect through API and make everything very easy. Of course, this is a sponsored segment of the channel. So thank you to CoinLedger tax software for sponsoring the channel. And so CoinLedger can be imported into TurboTax or sent to your tax guy. If you go here and you click on, let's see, what was it? Product, how CoinLedger works. You can check this out, how they can make your tax season stress-free. Platform designed to make filing your crypto taxes and tracking your gains and losses easier than ever. And they actually work directly with TurboTax. They're known as the TurboTax of crypto tax software. However, if you want to send it straight over to TurboTax after you get your documents, you can do that as well. A lot of good reviews here. You can take those for what they're worth.
You can sign up and use it for free too, which is another nice feature. And
are they still doing the thing where, yeah, here it is. You can use it for absolutely free, but don't forget, enter to win a free $300 tax report. So basically what you can do is you use it for free. I would have to log in to show you, but you use it for free. And then what you do is you download the reports if you want to, and then that's what you pay for. You actually pay for the reports as it's done. So you can pick and choose what you want to do. Don't forget to check out the CoinLedger partnership with the BitSquad, where you're going to get $300. Somebody's going to win a $300 tax report for absolutely free. Click the link on our giveaway page. We have the link at the top. We have the giveaway. We have the giveaway link as well.
I don't know.
Click the link to visit the giveaway. Isn't the link in the description?
There is a link in the description.
Yeah. And that was it or no?
I have no idea.
Okay. There is a link in the description. Hopefully that does take you to the giveaway page. CoinLedger giveaway page. Anyways, we have a special link. That's why you can't find it. But we will post that in the description. You guys can check that out. If the right link's not in there now, we will get it there in mere minutes. So thank you to CoinLedger for sponsoring the channel. Obviously, we got a lot of employees. Bear market. Am I right? Multi-chain futures is very clear. MetaMask to support all tokens via snaps. MetaMask snaps aim to facilitate a multi-chain future, allowing the Ethereum-based wallet service to support non-native blockchains and tokens for the Web3 economy. Possibilities are extensive, with a snap allowing the addition of new APIs to MetaMask, multi-blockchain protocol support, and the ability to modify existing MetaMask functionality using external APIs. According to Jupiter, Snap should be able to integrate with most blockchain protocols.
You want to check that trade?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up 23%. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, great. I hope I didn't get wicked out on my personal trade. Oh, I'm up 42%. Let's go. Up 42. Is it still going to rip? I'm going to set it. I'm going to set a stop loss for sure. Let's see. I hope I don't miss it here. Stop loss. Let's see. I'm 49x on my personal. I was at 39 and then I moved it to 49, and you know what? It's working out just fine. Stop loss of, okay, got to modify it. I'm going to set a stop loss real quick. I know when I'm trading on the show, it gets a little complicated, guys. Modify, let's see, what's the price at now? 23,218. I'm going to set it at 23,145. It's probably going to hit it in mere seconds.
Yeah, it already, well.
No, it's at 23,195. It went back to 23,2.
Your stop loss. I got you. I thought you were saying
Yeah, I
take
moved my
profit.
stop loss into profit. I'll make at least 0.33 biddies on that one. And I'll still leave myself room if it does run again. So there you go. Usually whenever I set that, it dips right down to it within mere minutes. We're going to do the same thing here on our trade. We are going to, let's see, go to our order history, our open orders, click our take profit. We are going to be doing a full tutorial on BitGet this week. Click this. Do not remind me again. I got it. I understand. Stop loss, entry stop loss. Let's go with, let's just do the same price. I mean, whatever, 23,145. So the people that hate me are going to try to wick it down there. We'll see what happens. So we made a nice penny here. Right now, our current, let's see, our current value is, we started with what, $10,000 exactly?
Mm-hmm.
And right now shows we are at, where do you hit assets? I guess I got to go up to the top. Got to go back to BitGet here to see it, I think. Go here, go to assets, micro trade markets, and click on my profile here. That's probably what it is. Oh, we've gone from 0.43 to 0.61. Look, there it is. I told you I was anticipating the bull. What did he say? We'll cover it on around the blockchain.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll cover it on around the blockchain.
Roughly what I saw in the chat was, jobs are looking, labor market looking strong.
XRP lawyer Dean filed amicus to join another Ripple lawsuit. What is that? Let's see. Oh, this is one from Bradley Sosak. I hate this guy. This Bradley Sosak guy is such a weasel. He bought the top in 2017 or 2018. I think he bought it in 2017. He bought the top and he said, it's Brad Garlinghouse's fault that I bought the coin. Shut the front door, Bradley. You're a new Kenny. You're a new Kenny, Bradley. You suck. I've been saying you suck since 2018. Bradley, you're a terrible human being. You can't blame other people for your financial decisions. Brad Garlinghouse didn't tell you to buy Ripple, didn't tell you to buy XRP, you dummy. You did it on your own. And then what happens? You whine and you cry and you piss and you moan and you're probably in your mom's basement. And so you go say, Mom, make me a sandwich with extra mayo because I'm feeling down. While you're playing StarCraft or World of Warcraft or War of Warcraft. What's the nerdiest one?
World of Warcraft.
While you're playing World of Warcraft, David Schwartz on the other side, and he's crushing you. CZ just commented on my bench press. Impressive.
He did. I verified.
You verified it?
I checked.
Nice. All right, CZ, my dog. All right. Hey, CZ, let's get a pocket on that hoodie, son. So there you go. John Dean joining that. We got to go. I gotta go shoot a video real quick. Do we have one question?
I didn't pull.
If you didn't pull one, it's fine.
Yeah.
He said labor market strong, stay the course, 1,000 points of light. 1,000 points of light. That's what's. Oh, it's still pumping. Still pumping. Let's go back to our trade here. Let's see. Oh no, it's not. What's it at now? No, it's 23,316. Oh yeah. Oh, we're crushing it now. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Go. If you guys still have some time, go follow
30%
Blockchain or subscribe to Blockchain Basement. We're gonna
Absolutely.
start pushing that to YouTube, I believe today or tomorrow. So we'll be live at 1:15 if you want to come hang out with the rest of the crew.
What? Whoa. Sud crypto. What are you, soapy? You dirty? You got soap on a rope? He says 1 rep LMAO. Yeah, let me see you bench 300, bud. Let me see you bench 300. I'm gonna do it twice next time. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out. Everybody except for that guy.